Okay, now here we go again. Welcome to E.S.freecoach and your coach, Evelyn. Today we will be talking all about choosing a name to your YouTube channel. So I assume that when you did this, when you watch this video, you don't have your channel yet. You cannot think, find a name for your channel, and then, or maybe you have already your channel, but then you want to change your name. You're not really totally sure. Well, anyway, we start from the number one. You don't have your channel yet. And of course, choosing a name for your channel, sometimes it's just, like, just easy, choosing. But when you are already there, you get confused. Oh my God. What you will do is like put a list. Like maybe there's in one night you're lying down in your bed, or maybe you're drinking your coffee, or maybe you're in your balcony, veranda, whatever, watching your garden. And then you see what there are a lot of things you have to consider, like what are you, if you are good in gardening, I'm sure you will put a channel about gardening. If you're good in cooking, I'm sure you will put a channel on cooking. I had my experience before that there was one YouTuber, and I cannot believe, we became friends in YouTube, and she actually asked me if I have some idea, because I had before a content in my first channel. This is my third channel actually. My first channel is monetized, and on my first channel there was one YouTuber. She has already a name, and she said, "Oh, I want to change my name. What do you think? What can you think of names that will fit this channel?" And in her channel, it's actually more of cooking, and she was good on it, and she has a lot of views and subscribers are just coming. But then she actually have the name of her YouTube channel like her first name, and then after that she put lifestyle. So I said to her, you know what, it works so good with your cooking videos, so instead of lifestyle, you change it into kitchen, so her first name, for example, my name is Evelyn, I can put Evelyn's kitchen, or some people usually just put Evelyn, just put cooking channel. And so she did it, and now she has already a lot of subscribers, and her YouTube channel is actually growing bigger and bigger, and she focused only on cooking and presenting and doing videos about cooking, and she's good in it. So, but you can't be in a situation where you don't really know, you don't know what is the name of your channel, you don't know what is the niche, so it's hard for you to relate, right? My first channel is actually, I don't have a specific, because if you don't exactly know yet what will be your channel all about, because you, number one, you're not sure what niche you will focus, okay? Like all of us, some people may like they are really very good in cooking and they can just focus in cooking. But I will tell you, there's a lot of people who have a lot of talents, and there's a lot of people who have a lot of interest, like me. So when I did my first channel, it's monetized, but I harmed that channel in a way that I didn't have a niche. And why? I kind of sort of experimenting in my first channel because I really want to know how this will affect that. If I do this, what will happen? And I know there are some YouTubers who made their channels just the same time like me, and they exactly have their niche, and me like, okay, I want to try this way. Of course I'm being monetized, but it doesn't really grow very fast or very big, and that is because in that channel I don't really have a niche. So in my first channel that is already monetized, I have about gardening, about plants, and I love it. I have about travels, I have about places, and because I love doing that. And I even have some, a small part of it about cooking, and I just have like three, four about cooking, and because I also like that, so I put a lot of contents that are really my interest. But you know what I did? It was really good because I came up to a conclusion, and I was able to see which videos that are really doing good. And that's my garden channel, about plants, about gardening and all this thing. But there is one thing that I've noticed, and I want you to bear it in mind, is that if you don't have a niche, actually, okay, maybe you have 10 videos about gardening. So there come your subscribers. When your subscriber come, and suddenly after 10 videos after that, you will be uploading videos about travel. Very nice place. Of course, you still get viewers, because people who go to YouTube, they normally, a lot of them, they do the search. Just when they type in the search engine, like, okay, uh, like for example, Stockholm, Sweden, they will see my travel channel. They will travel videos. They will see my videos about places, and so you still have a market for it. But without a niche, you will lose some of your subscribers, because your subscribers will think, oh, by the way, this, I thought it's a gardening channel, now it's all about traveling. So the you can lose these subscribers, and that is a negative thing. And that is why it has that first channel I have, a monetized channel now, and I have been working with it with for 2 years. I learned a lot because I experimented a lot of things. That is why I did this channel. It's because when I did my first channel that is monetized, I want to learn a lot, and I want to see it. I want to see it and observe it, not just hearing a lot of big YouTubers that you have to do like this is the strategy, blah, blah, blah. But me, I want to experience it. I want to see how it works, why it's like this and like that. So that is one reason why I did that. So I can say, when you are somebody who wants to do tutorials like what I do now, coaching and something, I can say that to have like a 2 year experience with my first channel, I have experimented a lot. And at the same time, I do research, I studied, I actually listen and read a lot all about YouTube strategies. And I cannot remember anymore all the big YouTubers telling this and that and that, and they are really right. They are really right. But what I did with my first channel is I want to learn it myself, because you will never learn things deeply if you are not doing, if you cannot experience it. So me myself, I like, okay, in the future I want to do tutorials, I want to do coaching, because I'm good in it. I'm good in explaining, helping people. And I was like, but I have to have an experience of it. And that is why I have now, if you see, when I do this video now, I don't have my subscriber yet. Why? It's because I just want to put contents first, and I want to see how it works. And mind you, I have now almost 200 views with only, like, I have put now 10 videos and no subscribers. So you can actually have views without subscribers. Zero subscriber and you have views, and it works. And you might wonder, okay, I can a lot now. I have all my ideas that I share. Yeah, because I have already a 2 year old YouTube channel that is monetized. And that 2 years, I learn a lot. I learn a lot from learning from other big YouTubers and hearing from other people. Okay, sorry, we'll back to the name. But then, those tips that I gave are really very useful. It's very useful. So if you're a new YouTuber, it's really good. If you don't want to do experiments like me, I will tell you, immediately have a niche, and I'm sure you will succeed, and you will get a lot of subscribers, even more than I have in my first channel. But anyway, I enjoyed my 2 years of having that channel, and now I still have it, and I have friends there, a lot of friends. Okay, so when you choose a name, a lot, I know it's already a lot of names that, because how many YouTubers now in the whole world? It's already a lot. If you use your first name and then you have it, like for me, for example, if I will say Evelyn's Cooking Channel, it's a lot of Evelyn and it can be available. So choosing name, I will tell you, write 10 possible names. 10. And why? It's because it's just so plenty of YouTubers now, so plenty of content creator. And then it can be that you will just be, how do you say it, frustrated, because when you try to Google it, it's already not available. I mean, it's already used. And it's very important that you have a channel name that it's easy for people to remember. Because I know all of us, we have a lot of friends, and sometimes, hey, actually starting a YouTube channel. Okay, what is your channel name? With here, it's like E.S.freecoach, and it's because this is only all about coaching and tutorials, and ES actually is the initial of my name. My name is Evelyn Segelstrand, and that is why I have that name. My first channel is called Liva Buhay, and the second one is ES Free Mentor. So free mentor and free coach is almost the same, and it's the same like ES, and that is my initial. And it's so funny, and it was very easy because when I tried to search for that name in YouTube, nobody has that name, and I was like, okay, this is really good. So that is how you think of that. So think at least, oh, five. Okay, you cannot think of 10 maybe. Just take a put a list of five. Excuse me. Put a list of five channel names, and if one thing that is very good is that if your name is already taken, put your initial maybe, or still it's taken, put a combination of your first name, and combine your first name and your your family name. Another thing is that think of a noun, a word. And what you will do is like find a synonym of those words. Because how I come up with the name Free Coach, I have another channel that is ES Free Mentor. And Free Mentor and Free Coach are synonyms. So when you do a channel name and you had a word, but that word is taken, try to Google the synonym. I mean, if, like, for example, mentor, yeah, what is the synonym of mentor? Coach, teacher, guru. It's a lot of synonyms of a word. So you try to do that. Think of a noun. You can even think of a verb, or maybe, most possible a noun, you know and when you found that name, you search for the synonyms of those words that you choose, and then you get a lot of synonyms, and then you have to Google again or search again for that name to be sure that it is not taken. Another thing, sometimes when it's a lot of people using that name, actually, instead of people, when people will like search, for example, like ES Free Coach, when you search that name in YouTube, it's almost nobody else. And so when you write ES Free Coach, you only, even in Google, when you write E period S period Free Coach, one word, you the only you can only see my channel. I never see any other who has the same name, which is very good, because that's when you write in the search engine, the result is only that name. So that is really good. So if you have a name and you write it in Google and search it, and then they will say, try to there is no, there is nothing there that they can find that name, then that is the name you will take. It means it's really very good. And yes, if you feel that you're still not, you know you still feel like, oh no, I'm just tired now, like, I'm not sure yet, I'm not sure of the niche, I'm not sure of the name, use your full name, if it's okay for you to use your full name. But with me before, I never use my full name in any YouTube channels. Is because I want my YouTube channel that I want it to just be unique. If I choose my name, it's the only name, because here in the whole Sweden, I'm the only person with my name and my family name. Yeah, with my family name, that's the family name of my husband. We are only, how many are we? Five, six. We are only eight people here in the whole Sweden who has our family name. So for me to use my family name is not actually, it's okay. Maybe someday I will make my fourth channel. I will use my complete name. So a lot of people, big YouTubers, they have also their whole family name, and that is because sometimes people are get tired to like, okay, I want this name, and suddenly you Google it, and then it's taken. Oh, this is taken. This is taken. I mean, you have written, maybe like five names, and everything is taken. Okay, I will write. I will use my full name, and my full name is not taken. So you will realize, okay, anyway, I'll use my full name, because if you use your full name, you can actually just put your full name, and under your full name you just put a caption like cooking channel, you know. Maybe your name is Maria Cool, and then on under it you can put cooking channel. Like me, Evelyn Siegelstrand, and I will put under gardening channel. So it's a lot of things you can choose when you actually think of the name. But if you think that sometimes, okay, I just want to upload. I just want to start. Well, don't think too much of the name, okay? Just use whatever name you can, because anyway you can change it. You can always change your name. A lot of YouTubers, they had been changing their name. There is a big YouTuber, and he has Make Money Matt. He's a very young YouTuber, and I've actually seen a lot of his YouTube videos, and it's all about YouTube strategies, And I was thinking, like, okay, make money, Matt. It's like, okay, you're in YouTube to make money. It's another thing with, like, if you have a YouTube channel, and you have the work, like you have the words, like, helping people and all this thing. It's kind of, but his channel was like make money, Matt, and he never changed that. And he is a very big YouTuber. He has already 9 channels earning very good, and some of the channels are even translated into Korean, Chinese, and she's really a big YouTuber, and he has already people working for him who is doing the editing and all this stuff, because these rich YouTubers, they have people already doing their video contents. So it's a lot of people, like names actually sometimes you can think doesn't matter, because a lot of there are YouTubers, they have this kind of crazy name. I don't know if you know that person named PewDiePie. He is Swedish. He's Swedish, but he's living now in London, and he is a very well-known, rich millionaire, multimillionaire, whatever, YouTuber who did video contents about gaming videos. And yeah, his name is like PewDiePie. I cannot even understand why it's PewDiePie. And until now, he became rich. He became rich of that name, PewDiePie. And he's Swedish, so his name is actually very Swedish. Very nice name. But his name in YouTube is PewDiePie. So you can actually put, those are unique names. And unique names, you cannot even pronounce them sometimes. It's hard to remember them. And like I mean, everybody is telling you here in YouTube, you should have a name that everybody will remember. You should have a name that is easy to pronounce. You should have a name. But then me myself, I realized too, actually it doesn't matter, because if your videos click, people doesn't care about your name. Of course, when you get famous, it's good that people can pronounce your name. But anybody, a lot of people doesn't know how to pronounce PewDiePie. But then in the end, they were able to pronounce PewDiePie, and they know, you know, Mr. Beast. I mean, if you think about the name Mr. Beast, what is this multi-millionaire YouTuber having the name Mr. Beast? Okay, maybe I will have Mrs. Beast. But anyway, a lot of YouTuber are having very unique word strange names, but still it works. So don't think too much, too deep about YouTube channel names, because if you don't like it, but of course we always like to have, we are just humans and we are always have like this kind of thinking, everything should be good looking, good to hear and everything. But it's normal for all of us. But anyway, if as of now you cannot think yet of a channel name, well, don't think too much about it. Later on, you can change your name. So, what is important is you can start now. So, if I were you, start it now. Okay? You have how many weeks now till the year 2003? Make it a goal that before 2023, your channel is already there and you just upload and upload. Don't think too much. You think too much, oh my God, you will end up a whole year and you never started. Again, this is Evelyn of ES Free Coach. Don't forget to subscribe because we will have a lot of discussion here that I'm sure you can get a lot of ideas. Thank you for listening or watching.